my number one pick.
Very controversial. We get it. You're different. We get
No.
it. You went to
No,
film school.
that is not the reason.
All right,
That's not the reason.
I'm sure that you brought your degree with us.
Alright, welcome back guys. This is the What Would You Think crew. I'm Alvin.
Owen.
I'm Omid.
It's me, Amir.
And today we are going to be doing our best and worst movies of 2022. Or, worst disappointing.
Yeah, because I want to preface it with this, that there are probably a lot of movies that we haven't seen this year that are pretty shitty that we didn't want to waste our time watching. Like, I believe only one of us have seen Morbius, so
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's put it on our list.
For the best.
For the best or worst.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're going more so than disappointing movies and TV shows of 2022.
Media.
Exactly.
Media, TV shows, even like there are books if you guys want to talk about.
No.
Games.
Yeah.
We don't read.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, who wants to
But
go
yeah, so I
first?
guess we start off with worst or best.
I feel like we should start with worst, right?
Okay.
No.
We'll do best so we don't come off toxic.
I'm fine. Yeah, let's do
Okay,
best.
fine.
Okay.
Best, starting from 5.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Amir?
So I'll start off with my best, and this might be as like a sleeper hit. I don't know if you guys had this on your list, but a movie I really love this year is actually Sonic the Hedgehog 2. That is in my top 5.
Okay.
I love that movie. I saw it twice in theaters, and I think this is like the perfect example of a video game movie that knows what it wants to do. Like the first one is good, but it feels very kind of like subdued, and it's like, oh, we don't know how far we want to go yet.
We can't do what we want to do yet.
Exactly. The second one, they give you more Eggman, they give you Tails, they give you Knuckles. They have a killer teaser at the end of Shadow.
Yeah.
So it just feels like they're truly understanding the character of Sonic and expanding the world. And I was surprised that this is in my top 5 over some other movies, but I loved it. I love this movie a lot.
Good pick.
Nice.
Good pick.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Alan, what do you got for your top 5?
Alright, so my number 5, it really doesn't need any introduction. Top Gun Maverick.
Oh yeah.
That was that is the definition of a blockbuster to me. To me. Alright? This movie made $1 billion. It's like one of the highest grossing movies of this year, and it's really well deserved. The action is very good, all practical, kind of, right? Tom Cruise is a mega star. He proves time and time again why he makes great blockbuster movies, right? I will go to every single Tom Cruise movie, right? And then I think that's pretty much, like, I don't really have too much else to say.
Yeah, I think
it
Tom-
just speaks for itself.
Tom Cruise shows that he's, I think, the last actual movie star that you're going to go to the movie just for the name Tom Cruise, especially with superhero movies coming out. Top Gun beat, I believe,
Every
Doctor
movie
Strange,
is-
everything
I think
that's
all
come out
movies,
this year.
yeah.
Beat everything that's come
Yeah.
out this year.
Deservedly.
Top Gun is top
I
2.
would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Also my top, number 5.
Okay,
Same spot.
nice.
Same spot.
Nice.
Same spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the same reasons. Great movie.
Yeah.
Dylan really liked that movie too. I think he saw it like 5 times in theaters.
God damn.
Yeah. And I think it had a really good soundtrack too.
One of my coworkers, he saw it 8 times in
Yeah,
theaters.
see that.
He loved that
movie. Was
movie.
good. Still every time you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, my top 5, it might not be like the best movie, but it was like where I was watching in theaters, the amount of fun I
The
had.
experience.
The experience. I believe we watched this, I think, the Thursday night. And we saw Jackass Forever.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Thursday night of when it came out.
It was a
So-
fan event.
Yeah, that was a fan event. So we watched it
Yeah.
at Harkins, and that was like being my first Jackass movie. Being like, oh, these movies are so stupid. Going to see my first one, that one like blew my expectation. I loved Silence of the Lambs. Like that was a very fun movie. That was like, oh, the experience. I just remember I died laughing.
Yeah, I don't remember expecting it. I didn't expect to like it that much.
Yeah.
It's a very respectable number 5.
Yeah, I like it a
Yeah,
lot.
especially for that being our first one.
Yeah.
Like that one really hit hard, and
Yeah.
like after that we went to
We
go
watched all
watch
of
1,
the
2,
Jackass.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, great pick.
Yeah.
Did you see the extended cut on Netflix or no?
Was it an
Oh
extended?
yeah, 4.5.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. I
What?
have
Is
no
it
clue. The
Nice.
4.5 is good because it plays more like a documentary. So I
Oh,
think
okay.
they are separate things. It's not essentially extended cut.
Mhm.
It's like behind the scenes. So I like them a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's
Number
good.
5 so
That's
far.
all our
I'd
top
say
5.
so.
All of them are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I like hearing things that I don't expect. I didn't expect Sonic. I didn't
Yeah.
expect
Yeah.
Jackass.
Yeah.
I saw you wrote Jackass. I was like, man, you didn't like it that much.
I loved it. Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah, I liked it.
And so number 4, I was gonna be like controversial because it's like some people might see it's like low on my list, but for number 4, I put Puss in Boots 2. I really like Puss in Boots 2. Top 5 for sure, but there are the other movies on there that I like more. This movie is very good, and it's a sleeper hit because, like we said, it is the Logan of the Shrek universe, and I think probably when you see the trailers, you don't expect it to hit hard as it does.
Yeah.
The characters are great, animation's beautiful, and Antonio Banderas, like he loved Puss in Boots.
Yeah, you could tell he was having fun.
Yeah. And it's just such a funny movie, like especially because we were saying so many movies are 3 hours long. I'm so sick of 3-hour movies. Puss in Boots is
Oh yeah.
except for one.
3 hours
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah,
They
except
all
for one.
suck.
Sure.
Except for one.
Sure.
But Puss in Boots 2, I don't know if you guys had it on your list or maybe even higher, but I put it at number 4.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I love the animation of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
So for my number 4, I chose Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think just as an Asian American, it really spoke to me, but also just the multiversal aspect of it. It was very creative, and I think it was the best multiverse movie of the year by
For sure.
far.
For sure.
Definitely.
It's, it's
Top
miles
tier.
ahead of Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
and I think Michelle Yeoh, all the cast, Stephanie Hsu, Ki Hugh Kwan made a comeback.
Yeah.
Goated, bro.
Wayman Wang.
We need Wayman in our lives.
Yeah, one of
man.
the best characters of this year.
Yeah.
And he gave us one of the best lines of movies this whole year. Oh,
Yeah.
in another life, I would have loved
Doing
doing.
laundry.
Laundry.
When you said that, I got chills right now.
Yeah, it's like
so
loved
good.
doing laundry
Yeah.
and taxes with you. I'm
Yeah,
like,
when he's in
damn.
the rain.
So good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for my number 4, I have The Northman.
I haven't seen that
I
yet.
heard so many good things that a lot of people I've seen put on their number 1 actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one that's a man's movie.
I'm
I
gonna watch
love
it
that
after this.
movie.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Like that, like I was watching it, and the whole time I was like, "Holy shit! I should have seen this in theaters." Like I waited too long, but it was just so cool. It had great
Yeah.
action. It had a really cool story, and I forgot what's his name. What's Green Goblin's name again? Because I'm blanking
Willem
out.
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe was in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
he was a really cool character
It's
too.
Robert Eggers.
Yeah.
The guy that did the Lighthouse.
Yeah.
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 I believe, sure.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I heard that was the easiest Eggers movie to get into actually.
Wait, so none of us have seen it. Just
No.
to give us a quick synopsis of like what the story is, because I.
I don't want to know if I want
Is it
to.
better to go knowing nothing?
Kind of because like the whole plot point kind of just centers around something that happens like in the first 10 minutes. It's literally just think of a story of revenge and like
It's like a period piece of,
it's like a story of revenge and like kind of fate and like things like the way that things work. Like you're always gonna be predestined for something.
Oh,
And there's like
cool.
some supernatural things that happen in the movie too, where like you don't expect it to work, but it's pretty cool how it does. Like
Very cool.
I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
But
It
this
better
thing-
be no less.
Yeah,
it's
I
on,
bet
it's
no
on
less.
HBO, I think.
It's on Amazon.
Prime. It's on
Prime. Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch because you recommended Barbarian to us before I even watched that. So
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
one's
also
good
go to Northman because it's good. I trust you.
That one was really good. So yeah, number 4 for the year.
Yeah, I heard really good things about it. I do want to check that one. For my number 4, it was a movie that came out pretty recently. I think I'm going for the experience of it. The weight of itself, I put Avatar.
Oh,
The number 4
Oh
for
my.
the best of 2022. I think in the biggest sense of it, this is a movie that you go to see the theaters. The animation, the soundtracks. I saw it, I believe, the Friday it came out. I saw it with Rana and Dion. And the first, because I didn't have much nostalgia for the first one, but seeing Pandora and hearing the music, I was like,
Really?
oh, like that actually gave me chills. Like, man, I have not been to Pandora in so long. I actually really got chills watching it. And like I said, there are filler parts of the movie. I think it could have been a bit shorter.
Well, yeah, I think in 3 hours. It's a long movie.
That's
It's a good
that's
one.
a valid
It's a long
point.
movie.
It's a
Yeah.
good one. Better than
But I
Batman.
respect your choice. But I
Yeah.
respect.
Thank you.
What was that last thing you said?
Yes, and now we're on to my number 3, and we were just talking about it.
Oh my God.
Dude, we heard this spiel. We were
It's good.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
sports.
we just had a review on it. I love the movie. If you like slice of life, if you truly love world building, if you love great acting, if you love good storytelling, this is the movie for you.
Yeah.
Because especially with all streamers have, in my opinion, been disappointing this year. This feels like the blockbuster that truly delivers on every aspect. Amazing visuals, great action, great music.
Keep going.
Great music.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and I really loved Avatar 2. I think a lot of you guys did too. So that's my number 3.
Nice.
So for my number 3, I feel like this is a very Alvin pick.
Oh, A24.
A24.
I know I haven't seen it. I haven't
Very
seen it.
boring, slower movie. I chose The Banshees of Inisherin with Colin Farrell and
Have you seen
Brendan
that?
Gleeson and Barry Keoghan.
You told us about it, but I haven't seen it.
It is one of the funniest movies I've seen this year. It's a dark comedy. The writing is fantastic. The cinematography, you want to go to Ireland. It's so green, so luscious, so beautiful. But the acting and the story. Have you guys heard about the story or no?
I don't know. I think
I don't
it was
know
like
anything
Okay.
like choosing your passion over a friend. Something like
Yeah,
that.
so I will just say the premise just starts off as it's a broken friendship and where do you go from there? Like, why did you do that and what to do from there? And I think it really explores the ideas of passion and friendship and just what it means to be there for someone and not there for someone. And I think it was really, it's like almost close to perfect, I'd say.
Well, I heard very good
Yeah.
things about that movie. I do want
And it's
to check
comedy.
it out.
It's a dark comedy. Yeah, so don't go in expecting.
Is it not Oscar performance? Like, is that?
I think this will get nominated for the best screenplay, original screenplay.
Oh damn.
Yeah, directed by
Wow.
Martin McDonough. He did 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Who's the director?
Martin McDonough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And where can we find this movie?
I watched it on HBO Max.
Okay.
Cool.
How long is it though?
Oh no.
It was like 2 hours ish, 2 hours
Okay.
12 minutes.
I can do that.
Yeah.
About 2 hours.
I can do that.
About
That's
2
fair.
hours.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fair.
Yeah, but below 3.
yeah.
It is below 3.
Below 3.
It is below 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Below 4 too even.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
That was good.
So we're going to our number 3 picks.
Yeah.
Puss in Boots.
There you go.
That was a great movie.
It is a good one.
Andrew summed it up perfectly. I love the animation. I saw it twice already, and I want to go see
Oh,
it.
wow,
again.
really?
Yeah. It's even better the second time. It's just as
nice.
funny. And I think that the kids love it. I loved it. It felt like original Shrek. Like it was
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I really hope that, I liked it so much that I kind of like a Shrek 5 would be cool, but I kind of would rather see this gang in another Puss in Boots movie.
Oh,
But I feel
okay.
like if we see Puss in Boots, we won't get the other characters in the new Shrek as much.
Okay.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
hope Shrek 5 is on the same level, quality wise.
Oh, yeah.
It's like with Shrek 3 and 4, I think both of them being below 2. It makes me scared. Like, hopefully 5 is not like another shitty Shrek movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one was really good. Top 3 movie of the year, and it was a good way to end the December.
Yeah.
The best movie in December.
Good pick.
Because it actually
Yeah.
reminds, because you know how when we saw Puss in Boots, you were saying that you were hoping that the art style is similar to Shrek 5.
Yeah.
I think I would actually prefer only Puss in Boots to have this such like unique art style because it makes it feel
Yeah.
Plus,
Separate.
Puss in Boots has action.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
where
Oh,
swords
that's true.
fighting,
Yeah,
which
it's
makes
much
it
more
work a lot
animated.
better.
Yeah.
That's true.
So surprisingly, my number 3 was also Puss in Boots.
Nice.
Okay,
There you go.
So
Wow.
we had 2 other people praising the movie. For me, I was like, me and Alvin, we had our donkey trading Puss in Boots
Yeah.
gate when we were younger. So I
Yeah.
always loved Puss in Boots when I was growing up. So seeing this, I thought Antonio Banderas did a great job. It's like he grew up with the character, I grew up with the character. So seeing
Yeah.
Puss actually be like just getting older, I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful
All-
singing voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
really,
of us love it.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think since we're all getting closer to like the end of our list, I think you're probably gonna see some repeats.
Yep.
So my number 2, Alvin already mentioned it. Everything Ever All at Once. I love that
Oh,
movie. I
wow.
give that a 9.5.
Okay.
It very emotional movie.
Yeah.
And like I just remember like after it coming out of the theater, I was like, wow, this is like something I've never been as emotional for a movie like this in like such a long time. Completely original idea, great actors, and just very very great action. Like everything about it, it's a home run movie. Give that 9.5. I love that movie.
Nice.
Beautifully
Yeah.
stated.
Yeah.
Ah.
So for my number 2, this is the first TV show on the list, the top 5. This is a very Alvin pick. It's Andor.
Oh,
Andor
okay.
is
Yeah, I heard good things.
I heard good
Yeah.
things.
Alvin loved it.
Andor is probably the best sci-fi I've seen this year. It's the best Star Wars show I've seen this year, which is not saying much. It is also, I think, the best Star Wars since Empire Strikes Back.
So, whoa.
Better than episode 3?
Better than every media of Star Wars.
Episode 3 of The Revenge of the Sith, are you serious?
Revenge of the Sith.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
So
You
is this better than The Mandalorian?
I would say so, yes. The
Oh,
themes
wow.
are a lot more adult.
Are
Yeah.
there any cool lightsaber fights?
No, but you don't need that in Andor. You don't need that in Andor. You're not 6 years old.
It's Star Wars. It's space
No.
opera.
But speaking of the action is really well done. It's all kind of blaster fights, so it's more close quarters and it feels more claustrophobic. I think the direction is really well done, but I think another thing is the practicality of it. They shot on location, whereas for Boba Fett and
On
Obi-Wan, you felt the volume.
The volume.
You
Yeah,
felt
the
very, again, claustrophobic because they just had a room to be in.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend if you have any interest in the show, check it out.
Can you get what kind of show would you describe it to? Is it like feel like a Game of Thrones or?
I think the production quality is about a Game of Thrones, but it's more political.
Okay.
It talks about the origins of the rebellion, which I know it seems kind of boring, but when you watch it, it's really well done.
Cool.
Do you have to be like a super
Fanatic.
like yes,
Big
like a
Star
super
Wars
fan
fan.
of Star Wars to enjoy it?
There's like not a lot of Easter eggs. This doesn't really tie into too many different forms of Star Wars media,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
It only goes into Rogue One, but then it's a very self-contained story with Cassian
Cool. I
and
mean,
other characters. I think there's one character in particular played by Stellan Skarsgård, who is one of the best
Star Wars character of all time.
introduced
Oh,
in the
cool.
Disney era.
He's
Because-
introduced?
Yeah,
So the new character introduced.
it's a completely new character.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
because we were working out with him, and pretty much
Yeah.
each week, hey guys, I really think you guys will like Andor.
It's
So,
so
And
good.
have you watched it yet?
I haven't because I'm not invested in Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
I'm not too big on
And then
Star
Alvin was
Wars.
saying, oh, he knows our taste. He's like, oh, I think you guys would actually enjoy this show.
Yeah, it's slow burn. I would
Yeah.
say that. Yeah.
Good number 2.
That
Right,
is-
that's number 2, right?
That's
Yeah.
number two.
Number two of the year.
Yeah.
My number 2 is The Barbarian.
Oh, wow, okay.
So much. That was a great movie. I didn't go in there expecting anything because I didn't watch any trailers, and I heard that that's like what you have to do to watch the
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
which I think was perfect for the way that the movie works. I'm not going to spoil anything,
Yeah.
but the movie goes into a complete 180, like a good halfway.
It's nothing
a little bit
movie
less than halfway. Yeah.
Like 30 minutes in, it's like, well, isn't that what I expected?
And not expected at all. And I think
Is it a spoiler to say the cast or no?
And the one character that you're gonna say wasn't in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler.
Justin Long.
Yeah.
He was great.
I loved
He
him.
was
I
great.
loved
Justin
him.
Long
He
is
was
great in
so
the movie.
good.
At first, when that specific scene happened and you see Justin Long, I was like, what the fuck's going on?
It felt like a different movie. It was like, oh,
I
that's-
like that. Yeah.
It was a perfect transition. To
It really
Act
was
One.
perfect.
And I was like, oh my
Yes.
god.
And I love like everything about the movie and like
Yeah.
how it really does play into like how different the lives between women and men are.
Yeah.
The way that he lives his life with so carefree and nonchalant, and like she had to be very safe in the very beginning. And,
Yeah,
like,
it's actually
she's
very
like, why'd you
true.
let me in the house? Like I would have
Yeah.
never let you in the house.
Yeah, because I was telling him, I was like, oh, for this movie, there's probably a lot that they're saying about gender
Mhm.
and like the politics of that. Like, man, that's very cool.
And in
Yeah.
horror movies, you're like, oh yeah, it's always the final girl. So
Mhm.
seeing this, I thought it was really good. We literally watched it yesterday, and I loved it. That was
Yeah.
my
Great
it's not-
pick.
It was really close to being. I put it on my number 4 before I got here, but I was like, oh, since we brought up the TV shows, it got kicked
Yeah.
out. It got kicked out. But I loved it a lot. It
Yeah,
was like an
I love
awesome,
it.
awesome ride.
Mhm.
I gotta check it out because I'm not a big horror guy. You guys know that, but
Yeah.
I think I've been hearing about Barbarian for
Yeah.
a while, so I'll
Yeah.
probably check
It was a
it
fun one. It was like, even
It was-
watching with like friends too. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
just because of the
Just to
ride.
see
It's a
it.
ride.
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I saw it in like a it was like a home theater, not a home theater, but like
Drive-in?
family-owned theater.
Okay.
So it was like everything was flat. I feel like the speaker kept going off like
Oh.
every like 30 seconds, and it kept, for me it added to the atmosphere. Of
I
being
believe
in a
that.
creepy
Yes.
area.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
Sure.
curious.
Yeah.
Cool.
it was a really good movie. Everyone should check
pick.
it out.
So my number 2, this is actually my number 1 before I got here, but since I heard we could bring TV shows, I had to put this as number 1. So my number 2 is Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery. This is my favorite movie of the year, top tier. I think it is by far the best movie I've seen this entire year. I've seen it 4 times already. Gets better with every watch. I
4
can't-
times?
Four times. I've seen it 4 times.
We saw it twice
In the
within the
same
same
week.
week,
Yes.
within
Yeah.
24 hours
Yeah.
of each other.
It was in theaters only for a week.
Yeah.
And all we're all
We saw
together.
it twice within the
We
week.
had one chance.
Yeah.
I'm not missing it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I believe we saw it with Alvin. Alvin
Yeah.
saw it the next day, and then
Yeah.
we saw it 2 days after again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I cannot stress how good of a writer Ryan Johnson is. This movie is top tier. If you haven't seen it, go out and see it. And I think it just gets better with every viewing.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
tier.
I mean, he
Respectable
said it very
choice.
well. I mean, Glass Onion is my number 1.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Let's go.
That's your number 1?
That's my number one. That's my number one.
Love this movie.
You too?
That's my number one.
That's my number 1 of the
It was
year.
gonna be 3 of our number
I
ones.
saw it on New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
leading into the New Year.
God.
Such a
It's
good
so
movie.
good.
I think
Yeah.
because I've seen Knives Out a lot, and
Yeah.
I've seen this one now 4 times, and I
Yeah.
think I'd probably prefer this one over Knives Out.
Same.
Knives Out has a very strong opening, but I think yeah, it's so good. Yeah, just such a good movie. I think it's just so fun, perfect for rewatching, and yeah, the cast is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much I can say to add on that because it's all been said. I think it's a really, really thought-provoking movie, but also when you rewatch, I think this movie is imperative for a rewatch because when you rewatch it, you start to notice that everything was right in front of you.
Calculated.
That is genius.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson is, I think he's one of the best writers today.
Because for the people that have seen it, I know I saw it going on the internet like, oh, the movie feels a bit dumb, maybe unsatisfying. And I would say I had those exact thoughts when I first go around. I was like, oh, it feels a bit fantastical. So, because I know you saw it. But yeah, some people complain. I think if you just watching it again, everything's just gonna, I think, stick better.
Yeah,
Honestly.
when you understand what it's going for and you see
Yeah.
how much true thought is put into making it dumb,
Yeah.
it's like that is brilliant. Like it's
Yeah.
so dumb that it's brilliant.
Yeah,
Like, that's a
exactly.
line from the movie, but like,
Yeah.
it's so
That
true.
is true, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to see it again because
Yes.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's really high on
Yeah,
my
you got
list.
3 rusty trombones on
I think you'll enjoy it even more. So.
Yeah.
On
You
this
think
one.
so?
Yeah.
Okay, then I definitely have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
So
So I'm curious, what is your number 1?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
I think
Let's go.
for not only was that like a beautiful movie, and I feel like it really is a perfect movie, but that came in like a perfect time for me. Like the way the thing that because this like just not going into detail, but like the things that they were feeling, I was pretty similar in the fact where like, what's like the point of a lot of things in here, you know? So that movie came at like a really good time for me, and
Did you
after
like last
watching,
summer?
yeah, it was just a great watch, and I watched it late, like it was like at the end of its time, and I wasn't in an empty theater, but like she knocked out, and and I was basically in there by myself at that point.
And value the
And
Oh, so
yeah,
you felt
yeah,
like
and
it was really
that was
well-won.
like, I think it was part of the experience,
Yeah.
and just the way that the movie's messages was like it was very profound.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
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 So definitely number one for the year.
This movie is really good. That I saw 3 of you guys had it in your top 5. I didn't have it in my top 5. I do like it. It is honorable mention. But for my number 1, it has to be the show that I love so fucking much. Yeah, Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War came back this year. Waiting 10 years for that. Yeah. Fucking weeb over here, literally wearing a Bleach sweater. So I am so happy for that shit. I was telling Amir.
It was right in front of us.
Yeah, so for it coming out every month of October, I was just watching it with Keon, Amir, and Ramadan. So I'm like, man, what a time to be alive! Like it was just so many awesome stuff coming out. I loved it.
Because it's like 10 years since it's
Last
picked
one,
up, so
Mhm.
I can understand the
Yeah.
amount of emotion you
I-
felt.
yeah.
Yeah, and probably you seeing us watch it for the first time, not knowing anything.
And you guys liking it too. That made me
Yeah.
happy too.
Yeah, it was a great season for sure.
Because I remember, I think when the first episode came out, I think I watched it 3 times that day. Like I watched it, and
Yeah.
I watched it when I went to bed. I was like, oh man, I'm so happy. I just kept it on. So
That's good.
so
Great.
happy. Yeah. So
I mean,
those are-
everyone had
good for
really
you.
good picks.
Yeah.
Very good diversity. I'm very happy you had Barbarian and
Yeah.
the Northman on there.
Yeah.
I do
yeah.
want to go in
Yeah.
the Northman,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you've seen X or Pearl. That was an X
I haven't seen
watched
those
it.
yet.
I wanna
Yeah,
watch
if you
that.
check it out, we should watch it together.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
They have it on HBO Max, I think.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any honorable mentions you wanted to talk about before we move on to our top 5 worst of the year?
Yeah, I do have a couple. I
Yeah.
think for me, an honorable mention, Batman. I know
Okay.
you guys.
I'm surprised that wasn't
yeah,
on your top 5. I thought
yeah.
that was
I
I thought
that was
we
number
did.
1.
Yeah.
I mean, more movies started coming out through the year. I mean,
Yeah.
all these movies came out after.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, it's a great list you have.
Yeah.
So I
Top
still really like the movie.
Yeah.
It just is hard for a rewatch for me to try to think about
Yeah,
it. Watching
yeah.
it.
That's
Yeah.
3 hours is a long time for a movie.
For any, yeah, I think this year has just been giving so many long movies.
I also have Prey.
Oh, Prey was good.
Yeah.
Prey was
Yeah,
good.
really good movie.
That's
And then I have 2 Shudder originals: The Sadness and Deadstream. Both of them really cool horror movies.
I've heard of it. We'll put that up there. I've never heard of
Yeah.
those.
So The Sadness is like a zombie rabies movie, totally gory, totally over the top, and then Deadstream is it's found footage, but it's off the perspective of a streamer going to a haunted house that he doesn't believe is haunted.
Oh,
Because this guy does like crazy things, and
Mhm.
it's after like a controversial thing where his channel's lost, so he's trying to come back, and it's just really cool because like the whole night is that stream.
that sounds like a really modern kind of horror.
Yeah, it
movie.
is.
Sounds-
That was
And
a
it's,
sad-
it's really funny.
Sad.
No, that's Deadstream.
Damn, I'll check that
I'll
one
check
out.
it out.
Did you have any honorable mentions?
I did have a few, yeah. So Nope was on mine.
Oh shit!
Nope, yeah.
Yeah.
That been your top 5?
That's another one. No, not top five.
Oh, okay.
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
No,
I think just the originality of Jordan Peele, you can't bet against him.
can't bet against him.
Prey was on mine.
Nice.
Turning Red
That was a good
in
one.
the
That was a good
beginning of
one.
the year.
That was a
That
good
one was
one.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it gets some Oscar love, but the next movie on my honorable mentions, Puss in Boots.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't make your list.
If I didn't have Andor,
Oh, it wasn't on there?
if I didn't have Andor, it would be number 5
Mm.
for
Oh,
sure.
damn.
Yeah.
But yours was on top.
That was going to number 3.
Yeah, I love that movie so much.
Yeah,
yeah, it
great
is.
movie.
Yeah, and then just Pinocchio, Guillermo del Toro's version.
Guillermo Pinocchio.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I've
right.
seen
Yeah,
that.
sure.
I heard it's really good though.
Yeah, you're gonna like
it.
Just the artistry of it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of just the appeal of it.
The art of claymation is
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think I have like one anime movie to plug. We talked about it earlier in the year. Goodbye, John Cleese. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Just about like high school friends kind of connecting to each other for their last summer.
Slice
That
of
one-
life.
Slice of life adventure. It feels like very much like an 80s like a Stand By Me kind of thing where they're just going into the woods, hanging out together. And that was a good one. I really liked it. It's on you can get on like Amazon G Kids. Very good.
Yeah, for honorable mentions for me, I just enjoyed watching movies while I was there. Probably feel like the experience. It's not on any list. I doubt it. But I actually really did enjoy watching Black Adam with all of us. Like the
Okay,
feeling
yeah.
behind the feeling behind actually seeing Superman come back when
Yeah.
we did think that was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
happen.
right, yeah.
That was awesome to me. I
Yeah.
really like Black Doctor Fate. We watched it with a couple other guys. So experience wise, that was awesome to me. So that was my honorable mention.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it. I don't think that movie deserved anywhere as much shit as it gets.
So this is probably when our like
No,
the
it's
nicest
not.
now
Right,
like
it's yelling.
yeah.
Take off the mask.
Visibility
Yeah,
of it.
seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably going to be a little more violent with this one.
Okay.
I think we have some hot takes. But for the top 5 worst, I guess I can start.
Yeah, we'll
So-
go the same way.
So we included TV shows, and this one was a late addition to my list. And I was thinking about 2022, and my number 5 pick is actually Only Murders in the Building season 2.
What?
I love season 1, but season 2 it's not a bad season, but I just felt disappointed in that it didn't feel as original as the first season, and almost became too meta. And like, there's a lot of jokes that they're kind of making. It's like, oh, this is our season 2. Like, they know how popular they got, and I don't think the mystery was as satisfying as the first one. And I know they're planning to do a 3rd season with an even bigger name in it. But
This
yeah,
is?
Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so
They killed Paul Rudd, right?
I think he wasn't the one that died, was he?
I don't remember.
I think it's
Yeah.
another season.
Oh no, I think he did. I think he was the one that killed,
right?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Shit, sorry, that's the last scene too.
it was in the last episode. He's not a real character. It was just a cameo.
Is Paul Rudd playing Paul Rudd in the next season or no?
His
He wasn't-
body, yes.
It wasn't
was
Paul Rudd,
there,
though.
right?
I thought it was a different actor.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I mean,
That's how bad it sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't.
I don't like watching the show now.
It didn't scratch the same itch that was the first season. So it's still a good one. It's a fun one, but that was disappointing to me. I was surprised I didn't like as much as I hoped I did.
So my number 5, this is gonna be a little bit controversial, I feel like, but it's Bullet Train. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it just felt way too wacky for me. Brad Pitt was horribly miscast.
Yeah.
Too many quips. He tried to act younger than he actually is.
Yeah.
The supporting cast was used sparingly. I wish there was more.
Yeah,
of
I
them.
think they were wasted.
Yeah.
They were wasted.
And then the end just kind of gets really outlandish when he's like,
Over the top.
it's very over the top, especially when he's just floating.
I agree. It's when the bullet train like actually gets off. Like
Yeah.
the movie gets off the
Yeah.
tracks when
Yeah.
the bullet train got off the
Exactly.
tracks. Like,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
went a
You were
little.
waiting to say that.
I just thought that. I just thought it. I just thought
Oh,
it.
he just thought it. He's got writing on his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was I agree.
I feel like the studios that hate David Leitch make it feel like a serial movie. I feel like
Yeah.
it didn't need to be like that. If it played more like a Kill Bill or like a
Yeah.
just like an Assassin's.
Were you really hyped for that movie?
I was looking forward to it, but I don't think it was a movie I would have watched in theaters. So I just watched it on
I
Netflix.
know you two were really hyped.
That was
for
really-
it.
that was
Yeah,
like-
that was
that was my house in
that was
Charles,
your house in
yeah.
Charles. I was thinking that's probably part of
Yeah,
why you
all
didn't
the
like
like
it as
I was
much.
like, yeah, damn,
Because
it's not what we wanted.
It's not in my top 5, and I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was
Yeah.
fun, but I think it's because I didn't expect much.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I do not hate the movie. Like, I rewatch it for sure.
Just disappointed.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, plays into mine. Disappointing. I don't think any of you guys haven't seen it. It's VHS 99. It's the new VHS that came out.
Sequel
I-
to like a popular horror movie, right?
Yeah, VHS 2. There's a bunch of VHS. They're all just found footage movies where it's like different little things in it. And for me, it was just exciting because Shudder is becoming this bigger thing every year.
I never talk about one.
And like that they're getting more money, bigger budgets, and the first 2 VHS movies are really good. And you're kind of just hoping that this one's at least somewhat good as the last one, but it really, I mean,
It's the end of the trilogy, or
no,
This is
it
the
wasn't a
first
tri-
one.
I think the 5th, because there's
Oh.
1, 2, there's 94, there's Viral, and then there's like another one. So this might be the
Jesus,
6th.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
and each single VHS was a very memorable short. Like not all of them are gonna hit. I can't even think of a single one from this
Oh, it's
movie.
like an anthology movie?
It's an anthology movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and
they
all
all
of the
have-
shorts didn't work too.
None of them were really that
Yeah.
big for me to remember. Like
Yeah.
like I rewatched every VHS, but I'm not gonna rewatch this one.
Ah,
so very
yeah.
disappointing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
That sucks. I guess you just mentioned horror movies. I forgot to mention my honorable mentions for the best. Was I actually really like Scream.
Scream,
yeah.
That was a good one.
That's in her top
Yes.
5.
That was a good one. to
That's a good
mention.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for my top 5 disappointing / worst, I don't know if you guys thought this, but I think Lightyear was a huge whiff.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Lightyear was a very disappointing movie, coming off of like Toy Story 4, like seeing that Toy Story universe, how good it could be, and him like Buzz barely being in it. So for this, getting Chris Evans to play Buzz Lightyear, and then having like their time travel gimmick really do nothing, and have the most boring ass cast, like some old lady, fucking Taika Waititi, some kid.
Yeah.
Kiki Palmer was cool, but like her character didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie, I think.
Wait, did you ever finish it? 'Cause then you
No,
saw the first
yeah,
half.
I was just about to say, I only watched the good part of Predator.
Yeah, you did.
I remember thinking it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
And then I was like, where'd you end up? Like when you went back in time?
That's where
That's
the
where
stays
it goes
good.
bad. So I
Yeah.
didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna risk it, but I believe you on that.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty shit movie.
Yeah, I agree with you. My top 4 might be controversial, and actually including Pinocchio. The live action. The live action.
You didn't
one,
fool me with that one.
yeah. So live action Disney Pinocchio that came out earlier this year, and you know I don't have such a connection to the original one, but this one to me just felt empty. It felt hollow. There is something that they do at the end that I actually appreciated.
You can spoil it.
Yeah, like he never turns to a boy at the end, which I kind of liked. Like
Why?
they made it more like a mystery, yeah, kind of thing. It's like, oh, maybe he got his wish, but like it's the whole kind of new message is like, oh, just be happy with and content with who you are, which I did
always
like.
were a boy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it doesn't matter.
But no, he wasn't.
Yeah, but like he always was a boy.
Is that what they tell him?
Yeah, it's like
You always
almost
were a little boy.
kind of like,
So,
oh, if
yeah,
you felt
what-
like you're a little boy, you don't need to change yourself. Like if you already felt it, you don't need to do anything about it, which is a cool theme.
Yeah.
But like other than that, the CGI was dog shit.
Pinocchio was CGI?
He was.
Oh, it sucks. And it's
Yeah.
Disney Plus CGI.
Yeah, so it's like they try to do like this 2D kind of style to make him look like the old one,
Yeah.
but it just didn't work well in
Uncanny
live
Valley shit.
action. Yeah.
Gross.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's interesting how in the disappointing we kind of have a lot of Disney stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because for me, my number 4 is Lightyear.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Lightyear is a whiff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Chris Evans was a decent buzz with a supporting cast. I'm annoyed by Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Whenever the pen guy came up,
Yeah, I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
this is the 5th time.
yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Oh,
Yeah, but I don't know. I just felt nothing for this movie.
Yeah.
I don't really have any words to kind of.
It's just, I
say.
think it's made in the most sense of it. Like,
Yeah,
you're never gonna watch it again. It's just like,
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't even
Just
like
happened.
feel like a Toy Story movie. So like,
Yeah.
if you're rewatching all the Toy Story movies, you wouldn't even include this. So
when I
Yeah.
think of it. Yeah.
They skipped. The best part was the time travel. That could have been a movie right there.
Mhm.
He should have been like a soldier out of time. Like,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, America,
yeah.
Because they literally got Captain America.
Yeah.
Just do Captain
That,
America.
that works. That works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lightyear,
Mm-hmm.
nothing to
It
say.
sucked.
Yeah.
My number 4 is actually a movie that I couldn't even finish. Uncharted.
Yeah. We did a review. He
Yeah.
never watched it.
Yeah.
Watch it. Didn't need to because it was terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Good
So
pick.
I think for being such a great video game,
Yeah.
he didn't pull me in.
Yeah.
I watched like the first 2 minutes and I was like, I'll just watch the review.
Online, right?
Where'd
Yeah.
you watch it? Do it online. I'm pretty sure it on streaming services now, so you could watch
Yeah,
it.
and I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
So very disappointing. I know
Yeah.
it's everyone agrees with that, right?
Yeah.
Sucked, terrible,
The
terrible.
casting wasn't there.
Okay,
I'm saying
no,
it was
Beyond-
not.
literally.
It's better than some other video game movies. It's not like complete dog shit.
No, I think it's complete dog
I
shit.
think
Yeah,
it's
but for
complete
them
dog shit.
having emotional connection to the characters,
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I
It
don't
wasn't
like
great.
I'm like Spider-Man
I
was
agree.
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah. What did I have for my number 4? Oh yeah, keeping on track with Disney. This is actually my favorite character growing up as a kid. Me and him have a very similar name if you think about it. So for me, it's a TV show and it's called Kenobi. Obi-Wan
Oh, wow.
Kenobi. That movie or that show to me was really disappointing.
Okay.
Because we were talking to Nick about this earlier. I think for me, I really wanted them to focus on Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Mhm.
So for me, having I like the latest stuff. I think the Reva stuff and it was not Obi-Wan's story. Unfortunately, I think for me it was a very very disappointing thing. If that's like the only shot we're getting of Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor being on screen, I was like, man, what a whiff.
Yeah, it was cool seeing Hayden Christensen come back, but
Yeah.
for sure, like it has such a good ending, but like
Yeah.
a lot of it in the middle is just a lot of fat.
A
So
lot
I
of
think it's supposed to be a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had to stretch it, and they really
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I wanted more from it. I wanted more.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good pick. Yeah, so now we're on to number 3.
Yeah.
We already had 2 pick it, and I'm picking it as well. Lightyear's my top 3.
Really guys.
Yeah, honestly, I think it would have been better if Tim Allen was in it at least, but like even he couldn't have saved that movie. Just
Mhm.
very disappointing movie. Turning Red was a great Pixar movie, but honestly, I feel like the quality of Pixar. I don't know if it's because like they're having to knock out more movies sooner because like they had 2 movies this year, right?
The fact that Turning Red got dumped to Disney Plus over Lightyear.
Yeah.
Did you mention or Turning Red?
Lightyear was in the theaters?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, I
It
didn't
did.
realize
It's
that.
long.
Yeah, shit.
You paid? You saw it in theaters?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that does suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my number 3.
Yeah.
Good pick.
My number 3 has already been mentioned, but Uncharted.
Okay.
Casting horribly miscast. The video games are really high highs, but then this movie just missed the mark completely.
And you actually watched the whole movie, huh?
I paid to see it.
Damn, that
I paid
sucks.
to
Rolls
see
it, and I'm gonna apologize to making us watch it. And
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I felt really bad. Yeah. I would not watch another one. Even though they set it up for the next one, I will not watch
I
it.
hope they don't do that.
Unless they wait like 10 years and age them up a bit.
Just recast or reboot it or just make another game.
There's a lot of options.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Last of Us the show's good.
I hope so too.
Oh, I have faith in that. I'm really excited for that.
It's cool. I think even I was surprised. I think Troy Baker is in the show too.
The
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
original two are in the show, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I saw the trailer like on YouTube. So I'm actually very looking forward to that.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good
Nice,
one.
it's coming up. I got something to watch.
Yeah.
Nice.
So my number 3, for someone who doesn't watch a lot of TV shows, I was also very disappointed by Only Murders season 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I don't watch a lot of shows. It gets me hard. It's hard for me to get hooked into these kind of things because I have it's a very short attention span. But the fact that I watched season 1 and was binging that show, I was like, I'm
Yeah,
really excited for
He
season
finished
2.
it like a couple days.
Yeah, and after season 2, it's like I'm not gonna watch the rest of the show. I'm not
I
gonna
thought
watch.
you guys
I'm not gonna watch
loved it.
season 3. Oh, it kind of lingers the pain a little bit because I love season 1 and it was like my top show for the time that I was watching it.
Yeah, it really.
It wasn't
It's
bad.
not
It was just
that bad.
It wasn't the same.
In comparison to
thing.
season 1 and season 2,
It's like 9 to 7, but it feels like a 6.
It felt super bland, and it really did just leave me not wanting to watch anymore.
Damn.
But
That
yeah,
sucks.
top 3 of the worst.
Yeah, Martin Short and Steve Martin are still very good. Selena Gomez is still she's a great actress, but it's just doesn't have the same feeling. I
Yeah.
agree.
So for my number 3, it was actually mentioned, I believe, by Alvin. It was his number 5. For me, Bullet Train. I think I went in with a really high expectation. Watching that trailer, I remember it was in theaters multiple times. I showed it. I was like, oh man, I cannot wait to see that in July when it comes out. This is a blockbuster in the most sense of it.
Yeah, I think you were the most hyped for it.
Yeah, I really was looking forward to it.
It's a
And
good trailer.
there are good
Yeah.
moments about it. Like I loved Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think the biggest problems I think come with Brad Pitt and a bit of like wasting the side characters. So for me, I was like, man, I wish they didn't. I feel like the studio had to make it a superhero movie, make it big budget, get the train off the tracks, get your
Yeah.
big fight. But yeah.
I rolled my eyes when Ryan Reynolds took off the helmet.
Seriously, I was like,
Yeah.
please don't be. I think I
Yeah.
told him, I was like, please don't be Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
god damn.
It's your
Yeah.
boy too.
Yeah, he's just in too many things. He's just in too many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be mine, now he's everyone's.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's him.
And so now we're on our number 2, right?
Yeah.
So my second one, this was actually a surprise to me because love the director. He always does great things. I'm actually surprised I put Multiverse of Madness on here.
Oh,
Now, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Wow.
It's a good.
Disappointing.
Disappointing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
because I don't think there are a lot of like terrible movies on this list. Because like you said, we didn't watch a lot of terrible movies.
We
But
don't choose
this one was a little
them.
disappointing to me because I haven't rewatched it since it came out, and I love Sam Raimi, and I think his flavor in the movie is what is good.
Mhm.
But I think there are some things that they do, like now they're backtracking with Scarlet Witch. So it's like all of the great ending of her being evil is now being undone. So
That's
now,
so dumb.
yeah, I don't like that. Now she's like coming
A
back.
hero?
Yeah, I'm like, no, she did a lot of bad things. She killed
Let
a
her
lot of
die.
people.
Yeah, let her die.
Yeah,
Wait, so what do you mean she's coming back?
she's gonna be in new things, and Kevin Feige pretty much said she didn't die at the end.
Oh, wait, so because she's coming back in other things, it makes you like this movie less.
Yeah, because I loved it when it came out. Because like, man, super ballsy. Because in the trailers, you don't really have you don't know that it's Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when
I
I saw
love
it, I was
that.
like, yo, this is gonna go
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
And it does. It's a fun movie, and like they have some really cool cameos. And I know that was like
Mhm.
the talk of the town. Like, oh, Tom Cruise is gonna be in it.
Oh yeah, I
the
think
accent
that
are
whole,
gonna be
like,
in it.
yeah.
Can't let it forward.
Yearly
Yeah,
Toby,
yeah.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Toby was gonna be in it, and
Yeah.
that didn't disappoint me too much. Because like I expected it to be a good story.
I thought Wolverine was gonna be in Wolverine. I thought he was gonna be in it. I remember I asked, okay, is he in it? And then
We got something better now.
Yeah,
He's coming back
yeah.
for a whole
Yeah.
movie.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So
Yeah.
not a bad movie. I would have preferred because Sam Raimi did such a good job with the Spider-Man trilogy. I wanted to see a little more of a human story with
Christine
Stevens.
and-
Yeah. But one thing I will say, because I do like the movie, there's a great line at the end of it when Steven and Wong are talking, and they're like talking like, oh, so are you like happy with where your life is right now? And he's like, oh, I don't really know if I am, but at least I'm happy that you're here with me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, that hit hard, like, because you don't really know in life, like, oh, are you happy with what you're doing? But at least you have good people around you.
Mhm.
The Wong Cinematic Universe. He's the
Yes,
best,
sir.
the gem of
Yeah.
all of Marvel.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad movie, just that one was a little disappointing.
I
But
understand.
I still like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, piggybacking on that, actually,
Whoa.
Marvel,
Oh,
Thor 4, Thor Love and Thunder.
yeah.
Yeah, so everything has been disappointing. This is the worst.
This is
Yeah.
bad.
This is
Bad.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, because we saw it and we
Capital
knew it was
B.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks.
This is not good.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Korg needs to just get out of here. Korg is such a
Any
dumb
type of
character.
character needs to get out of here.
Yeah.
Taika needs to
Taika.
leave the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Taika's a good
I'm sick of this
director.
shit.
Taika's a good writer. Taika should not put himself in his own movies.
He makes really like What We Do in the Shadows is terrible.
I don't know about that.
Now Thor: Love and Thunder is terrible.
I don't think so. Those are your opinions. But yeah, I think So let me tell you guys a story. We watched Thor: Love and Thunder with a few of my friends, and a movie is bad when you don't talk about the movie as soon as you walk out of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about where we're getting food and drinks.
Damn.
Yeah. And even when we were eating, we didn't say a word about the movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're just like, we just watched that. I felt bad that we paid for that movie.
Paid $30. Was it RPX?
It was an Irvine Spectrum. It was RPX. It was not IMAX, but we did pay like maybe 20.
Damn, that's
It's
crazy.
not worth
You should
it.
just gone to Harkins for the $3 movies they have.
Yeah.
They do.
And then,
So Avatar for 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, and then when it came out on Disney Plus, I was like, maybe I was too harsh on it. I rewatched it.
No.
Still bad. My mom fell asleep.
Yeah.
That's a sign, when a movie's not that good. Yeah.
Same spot.
Thor
Let's
2,
go.
Thor 4?
Sorry.
Let's go.
Yeah. Can't say any more than it sucked and it was boring and that I
Because
mean,
Ragnarok was so
Oh,
good.
Dude. the
you like
goats.
Ragnarok?
I like the
I have
Ragnarok.
problems with Ragnarok. I think that movie is so overrated.
I always thought you hated it.
Thank you.
I know, I
I
like
don't
it.
like
He doesn't like it,
Why
but
does this thing I feel like I've never heard you talk about Ragnarok.
Yeah,
He
I
always
don't love it. I
nonstop
like it. It's a good one.
always
It's 'cause
talks about that movie like nonstop, like all the time. Always talks about
No,
it.
because
He's
I
a
want
Taika.
Hulk to, I had no problem with him then. I like what he did with Hulk. I like what he did with Hulk. I just want more Hulk stories, and we're not getting that. So, yeah.
because I mean, Thor was so badass in Ragnarok and then in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Now
And now he's just a joke.
weird. He is
Yeah.
just a whole joke. It's like they took
Dude,
everything.
grab bag of personality. Like, what is he in this movie?
Yeah.
The things that worked were the serious parts.
Yeah.
I hated the goats as well.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's
I
it.
didn't know.
Yeah.
I watched half of them. I watched half of them, and I did think it was pretty shitty. But I thought the stuff with Jane Foster and Thor, I was like, man, this seems pretty good. And I don't know if it
Doesn't
stays,
get better.
it doesn't get any better.
Oh, what a waste of Christian Bale. Can I just say that?
He was a good character.
Yeah, he was the best, and then you just kind of off him like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for my number 2, this might be the best movie on of the movies here. I just put it disappointing because I had a whole rant about it. For me, it's
Oh,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super.
Oh my god, I forgot
Superhero.
that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just
god.
for one fact that they brought back Cell and that shit was not fucking
It was
Cell.
the evolved version of
It was
himself.
not evolved Cell 'cause he can't talk. He was red, he was green, and he was the dumb version of him. So it's not a bad
Have
movie.
you seen it?
Yeah.
We had a whole
There's a
conversation
whole
about
rant
Wait,
it.
so you both don't see it as self.
I haven't seen it.
It's not
I don't
Cell.
see it as Cell, but I don't see it as being that
Agreed.
Like Abomination.
egregious. Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
still a really good movie.
It is an awesome movie. I love Piccolo, I love Gohan, but
Yeah,
you know what I hate more?
Yeah.
I hate more how they treated my boy Cell. He came back
He's
from
like,
this shit.
Actually.
Yeah. He's supposed to be
He's
green.
one dude.
He's supposed to be green.
Yeah, that's
and
true. They
make
fucked
him
up on the
red.
color. They
How do
fucked
you
up on
make
the
red?
color.
Like, yeah. It might seem to Albert
Yeah.
might seem crazy, but
Yeah.
that motherfucker's green. That motherfucker's green and he's perfect. They gave me semi-perfect Cell and made him red. So
Yeah.
it's a good movie. That will always piss me off.
Yeah.
That's my only
So
reason.
now we're all on our last picks.
Mhm.
And I think we were all still pretty nice to each other about it, but this one, I'm probably going to go for someone's jugular. But the one that is my most disappointing movie, and also I think it's not a great movie, I picked Batman. Batman was my least favorite movie of the
Who would
year.
have thought? Yeah.
That's
Who
my
would
least
have
favorite movie of the
I
year.
didn't thunk it.
I love the Riddler. I did not really like what they did with him. He wasn't in the movie enough. And yeah, I mean, it could have been everyone with really high expectations. I told Omi the whole week, I was like, there's no way this movie's going to be bad. This movie has no choice but to be good.
I told him, I was like, hey, just keep your temper. He's like, no, this movie has no choice but to be perfect. And I'm like,
I don't think he's perfect. It's not he's perfect.
That's your fault at that
Yeah,
point.
no,
That
that's
is totally your
I was an
fault.
optimist. I was an optimist. Like, oh, this movie's going to be amazing.
yeah, he's amazing.
I said it was
no
gonna be
choice
amazing.
but to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, you
Yeah.
never
And
know.
then it was 3 hours, and then Riddler was like in 5 scenes, like not in it that much. And then we didn't really get to see Bruce Wayne. And Catwoman was cool.
I do have a problem with Robert Pattinson. I'll give you that. I don't
Why?
think he's a great Batman.
And I don't like Batman.
I don't like him. I think he's too angsty. I would have preferred Ben Affleck.
I don't like Batman.
Of course you would. Speaking
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
true
of
Snyder.
course you would.
Of course you would.
Speaking like a
Jesus.
true
So anything I
Snyder.
say, fuck you, dude. You lost Henry Cavill and you're on their side. You should
You're,
use me.
you're shitting on the Batman. Look, I like Ben
You should
Affleck.
be on
I
my
like Batman
side.
just as much as the next guy. But the fact that you're putting him over this Batman is
No,
is-
I would
that
prefer
is
him.
that like.
I would have preferred.
So you're putting him over it.
Yeah, he's better.
So wait,
He's not Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I don't like Ben Affleck either. I think they have issues as Batman, but overall the movie's just too long. And with the second one, I hope Matt Reeves, because I told me this. Matt Reeves is known for making movies with monkeys that don't talk. And in this movie, not a lot of characters talk. There's not enough dialogue. It's just a lot of action or exposition, looks. And yeah, I don't know if you guys felt the same way, because I know you had some issues with Batman, but I don't know if he's here, if you're now going to be nicer to it.
I know I had issues. The issues still stand. It's too long. I'd rather have. I watched Long Halloween during the summer. I think that's a superior movie.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's a good one. It is a good one.
No.
Check it out.
It's very similar to the
You like
Batman.
it.
That's the only thing. It's very similar to the Batman.
But you like it, so maybe I won't.
Asshole.
No, it's very similar. So like, if you've seen the Batman, this movie will feel like almost the same movie. But that was a great one. It's like maybe the same length or a little bit shorter.
Yeah, it's cut into 2, but each one is 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you like the length on those?
But I broke that up over a week because I would watch the first one like on Monday, and then I would watch the next one like on Wednesday or Thursday.
There are 2 different movies, so if he's gonna try to use that tactic, there are 2
What
different
tactic, though?
They're saying they're 3 hours together. You get a story in each movie.
Okay, then just pause the Batman halfway through.
You get a complete story. You get a
I don't get it. I don't get it. That's the same thing.
That's my number one pick.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, very
the
controversial.
Batman.
We get it. You're different. We get
No.
it. You went to
No,
film school.
that is not
I
the
know,
reason.
right?
That's not the
I'm
reason.
sure you brought your degree with us.
Fuck that. No, I love the Riddler, and he wasn't in it enough. And this is our only chance. Also, I mean, we didn't even talk about it. I don't even like what they did with the Joker in that one. I think Joker was
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Okay,
He
it
wasn't
was
even
6
in the
seconds and
movie.
just forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Just
that's
that-
not
he wasn't
the
in
only
it.
reason.
He wasn't
Just
in
that
it.
is Jared Leto.
No,
he's not.
He's
Dude,
not.
that was a deleted
Jared Leto's
scene.
way worse.
That was a deleted scene. How are you? Why are you?
No, the laugh was in it.
The laugh was
Oh,
Yeah,
the
they're trying to build the
laugh.
MCU. They're trying to build their world. It's just another
Yeah.
thing. The movie isn't great. But if you liked it, I'm happy you liked it. I did not.
So the length on Avatar though, that was good.
The difference with Avatar is an experience. With Avatar,
Oh,
you get to see a whole new world.
God.
You get to see a whole new
Dude.
world. You get to see a whole new
God.
world. You get to meet all new people. It's a great movie.
Name
He's doing
all
the networking.
5.
He
Name
wants
4
to work
of
with
them. Name the
I'll
2
name the
sons.
locations.
No, name the
I'll name the
son.
locations.
Name the son.
They go to Three Brothers
Name the
Rock.
2 sons. Name the 2 sons.
Can I name the dog? Actually, I'm gonna name just some of their.
No, you
children.
can't name Kieran. You can't name
Spider,
Took.
and
You
Took.
can't name Took.
I just
You can't
named
name
three of
Took.
them. I named three of the five.
Why
I
can't you
named
name
three of the
Took?
five.
Those are the ones that are. Do you know the eldest son?
I named 3 of the 5. I named 3 of the 5.
I will
Fuck
say.
you.
I will
Fuck
say.
you.
Even though I didn't like it, Nateum, Noah,
There we go.
Okay, there you
Kieran,
go.
I
Spider.
think it's low.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Who cares?
They go to Three Brothers
Who
Rock.
gives a shit?
Yeah.
This is like some self-hate shit. Alvin really does like Avatar. We live in a society that we can't like it.
We live in a
I'm not-
society where I can't like the Avatar.
I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck? What is that?
We live-
Why are you just now liking Avatar?
I'm saying Avatar as a franchise is
They have
good.
been in love with Avatar since before it came out.
Yeah.
Like
No, Avatar 1?
like 2 weeks leading up to it, when you heard all the hype.
I
you were in love with
rewatched
it.
Avatar 1. I was like, damn, this is a good movie.
It's not that good.
It is. Have you
It's
rewatched
not
it?
that good.
Have you
I don't know why
rewatched
you
it?
don't like it. You
Have you
love
rewatched
James
it since you were
I
5?
love James Cameron. He's cool.
I love Avatar 1.
I don't understand how it's gonna make $14 billion. Like,
Don't worry about it.
it's
Don't
not
worry
that. It's
about
not
it.
that
I don't care
good.
about the money.
It's not that good.
I don't
We're
care
acting
about
like
the
it's the movie of ever. And
No,
it's
I'm
not.
not. It's not my number 1. It wasn't even my number 1 pick of the
To
year.
see
But it was a good
Captain
movie.
Marvel and
I didn't pay. I was 13.
What?
Yeah, let's speak up on
I
it.
said he paid to see all the other shit MCU movies, but he ain't gonna pay to see film.
This is
Cinema?
besides.
no,
This is
no, no,
cinema.
no.
This is
It
film.
is.
Dude,
Wow.
Oh, and you saw the review. There's literally a 10 to 15 minute scene where they're just trying to hunt a whale.
Developing a character, yes.
What's
Oh
the
my
character?
God.
Hycon's not
Brothers
even
and
the
sisters.
Hycon's not
Brothers
even
and
the character they're hunting.
Oh, you're talking about the soul sister of the queen? Oh, yeah. The one that they invent?
She's a
Alright,
character.
yeah.
See, the fact that you just said that line, the soul sister of the queen? Oh yeah. What the hell? Are you serious?
Oh, wait, did you watch the movie?
Huh?
Did you watch the movie? That was an important character.
No, it wasn't.
That was
I think
heartbreaking.
for Alvin, if the character isn't humanoid, he doesn't give a shit.
You're the one who has a crush on the waterfish girl. When she came out of the water. Yeah.
So Alvin was falling asleep during the movie. I was like, oh, Alvin.
For good reason.
Alvin,
For good
male
reason.
Maui. I was like, hey, Alvin, wake up. There's a female Maui. Maybe you'll like this too. And he didn't. So I don't know what was going on.
You're a freak.
What are you talking
You're a
about?
freak.
What's your number 1 pick?
Book of Boba Fett. Book
Oh,
of
yeah.
Boba Fett
Wait, we're
is
on number
one.
2.
No, that was my number 1.
Number 1 was the.
Oh, I already talked about Thor.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, that's how
That's how
forgettable it is.
forgettable it
That's how forgettable it is.
What'd you say right now?
I just said.
What's your number 1?
Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah, it sucked.
Like,
That was
literally-
really bad.
yeah, it came
Typical
out-
Star Wars.
Came out like literally a year ago, and no one's talking about it. It's like the
Wait,
most.
that came out in 2022.
Yeah,
Beginning of the year.
or it came out
Like
end
in
of
March.
2021.
Oh, really?
Yeah, December 29, 2021. Don't ask me how. I
So
remember.
it's
So it's not.
so it's not last
But
year.
no. Wait.
Wait a minute.
No, I think it's coming in March.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Is it-
Yeah, you're right.
No, that was
It's
May.
March.
No.
It's March.
When did it come out, dude? I swear it was last May.
Sure.
No.
Oh, wait, no, he did
2021
his
May.
review. He did his
No,
review
no, no.
this year. He did his review this
That's
year.
what I thought.
Yes.
It came out this year.
Yeah.
Wait, so are we gonna have to cancel Alvin? Did he put something
No,
on here?
you
that
can't.
was 20?
You can't cancel me. You can't cancel
It
me.
started in
This
2021.
is a safe space. December 29, 2021.
2021.
Oh.
It ended in 2022.
Oh, there you go. It ended-
in
Did it?
2022.
Yes.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
December 29th. How did you know that? 2021? February 9th, 2022.
Yeah.
Okay, you're lucky.
Yeah. Just
Lucky.
by the skin of my teeth.
We'll allow it.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it was
Not
bad.
good.
Like I don't know what else to say. It was not good Star Wars. You know, the show is bad when the title character is the worst part of the show. When the best part of the show is the Mandalorian who has to save the show.
Those were the only episodes I watched.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
I think we know the same number one.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
because
so
we both
we want
experienced
to
that
take this shit
hell.
together. We
Yeah.
want to take this shit together. So you,
Worst number one.
Jurassic.
Jurassic World was the worst movie of
That
this entire
movie was
year.
terrible.
Oh my god.
A movie that's about dinosaurs that barely dinosaurs are in that shit.
No dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's about.
It was
fucking
about bugs.
Locusts, mosquitoes, bugs. You got Alan coming back. You got Ian Malcolm coming back. And Lauren Jordan coming back. You got all the big hitters coming back, and there ain't no fucking dinosaurs. What the shit?
Yeah.
It's 3 hours. It's
That
a
was
long
terrible.
shit.
That was a Darren movie too.
It was fucking
Nah.
long.
It
That
felt
was
like
long.
it.
2.5. I think it's 2.5 at least. That shit was fucking long.
Yeah,
as shit. I
it
missed
was
the
a
beginning.
dumb movie. I mean, we go into the movie wanting that, dinosaurs out in the streets, like, how are we gonna live with it? And they fix it in like 5 seconds. It's 3 years later when they already fixed it.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
How did they solve the clone girl
It
thing?
should not.
I don't even give a shit. I don't remember. I don't even. They kidnapped her because she was part
They
of
put her
the
on the black
cure
market
for
with-
something. I don't know.
They try to get there's a black market of dinosaurs. That's how stupid the movie is. They literally go underground like, oh, we sell dinosaurs. We don't know. Like, what the fuck? And there was, I think I was sitting next to Dylan, and there's the instant I clocked out was they were in Italy, and I think fucking Chris Pratt was on a bike, and you see raptors running around Italy on a motorcycle ranch. I'm like, dude, what the fuck happened to Jurassic Park? Like, it should not be hard to make an amusement park about dinosaurs and saying cool shit.
Yeah.
This movie
They fucked up.
whiffed in every sense of it. This movie was dog shit.
Biggest
I didn't
disappointment
watch
of
it.
2022.
My dad saw it too, and he loved Jurassic Park. He said, this movie was bullshit. He goes,
Oh, you
"This
guys
is
are like,
bullshit." Yeah, the science did check out. The science was bullshit. This movie was bullshit.
The science.
Yeah, he said that. He said that. So yeah, that's the worst movie in my opinion of 2022.
Yeah, 'cause, we were gonna watch it like a couple of times when our brothers came over, and you kept saying like, "Do not watch this movie's dog shit."
If you, I was like,
Terrible.
only watch it if you want to like shit on it. It's fun to shit on it, but to pay for it,
Yeah,
that's
it's not even fun. Like, it's not even fun to watch to turn your brain off. Like, at least with some Marvel movies, you can turn your brain off. This one, like, it's just hard to watch. Like, you just don't want to see it.
because it tries to be like sophisticated and intelligent, but it's like no,
Mhm.
no, don't. You're not. Yeah, so it was terrible.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Any other honorable mentions we had that didn't make the top 5 that you guys thought was a shitty mention to bring up?
It was hard for me to pick up. I mean, we're looking at it more. This is like it for me. I can't really think of anything else because I don't watch movies that are bad. I try not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about an anime movie that I did watch on Netflix. It was an original. It's called Bubble, and Omer literally talks about it. The whole movie's like
Hardcore to save the
hardcore
world.
to save the world.
So stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a great movie. The animation's great. I was let down, but the music is good. But yeah, that one wasn't great. It's parkour to save the world, and bubbles are like a thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember the story. But yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds stupid.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
Yeah.
This was like not a bad movie, but like disappointing. I wanted more from Nope. Like Jordan Peele's an amazing director. I think I wanted it a different.
Well, thanks,
story.
guys. I think we had a great year this year, 2022. One for the books. A lot of good movies.
Yeah.
A lot of bad ones. Some of us, we have different opinions, like The Batman or Glass Onion. Like, sometimes we just don't agree on these things. But that's all right. All right. It's all cinema.
Yeah.
It's all movies. It's all media. And I'm thankful for this year. I'm thankful for you guys. And I just think that I think we had a good list. Good way to end the year.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. It's a great first year together.
Yeah.
It's just great. A lot of fun, guys.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Had a lot of fun making videos with these guys. We're gonna keep making more in 2023.
Yeah. Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
Happy New Year, guys, and peace out.
See you guys.